I chose CAC because really the mission that it had about serving people in the greater Chicagoland area and also Illinois, and just the diversity of work. I think I like the public interest focus of working at different levels of government. And when I originally talked to the staff, I realized that Illinois has a pretty complex system and many units of government, so I thought it'd be a challenge. The biggest hurdle, I think, this summer for me was the bifurcation between Article 3 standing and statutory standing in Illinois under BIPA, which is, I guess, the main part of my research this summer, the Biometric Information Privacy Act, which was an Illinois law passed in 2008. And so when you're determining how you can bring a cause of action, you have to have standing either at the state or federal level. And federal courts are interpreting it under the federal standard, and Illinois courts are interpreting it under the state standard. And it's unclear when the state standing ends and the federal begins, and vice versa. And so that's been a challenge, I think, parsing through these opinions at both the state and federal level. For me, it was great, I think, because the friendships I had and developed with the legal interns, also being able to research an issue that I care about, BIPA, as I mentioned before, and also get a better understanding of Illinois. I'm not a native to this state, but getting an understanding of the units of government, how they work, sort of the levers of government, how they interact, I think has been enlightening for me. It's been a fantastic experience. The person who inspired me most at CAC, I think, is just the individuals who came when I had the talk on BIPA in an evening session. You know, you got to hear their questions and see who they were as people and sort of the real concerns they had as citizens in the broader community. So for me, it was that citizen, I guess, more broadly as opposed to one individual, and they think they're emblematic of the type of people CAC services and also the type of people whom they work with and who they work with through their almost 25-year history. I think CAC is great. I think it's a wonderful organization, and what I've heard is that it's only one of two in the United States, and it's important that we continue to make it strong, particularly when Illinois has many issues, and obviously Chicago people know about around the country, and not being from Chicago, I've known about Chicago for a long time, but also in our communities, and so those are really, I think, the bulwark of the counties surrounding Chicago and also the economic engine of this state. And so the more we can have the levers of government, as I mentioned before, work properly for the people whom they're supposed to work properly for, I think that benefits all of us. And it's a public good that we can all and should all support. My name is Joseph Hawkins. I'm a Pilley Fellow this summer at CAC. I just graduated from Northwestern Pritzker School of Law in Chicago. And this fall, I'll be starting with Mayor Brown, Chicago's office.